Phew!
Huh? Wait, you're that blonde traveler who's on a journey to all corners of Teyvat, right?
Who's asking? Do you need something from us?
You bet I do. I was worried I wouldn't be able to find you. I have a letter for you, you see. It's from another Outlander. He was a crafty fellow, let me tell you. Took advantage of a loophole in our mailing system by opting for guaranteed delivery, then filling in the most obscure mailing address I've ever...
Well, we are always on the road, so yeah, it's pretty tough to get mail to us unless we happen to go to the post office on a whim. So, what address did that person give you anyway?
He just wrote, next to a small, white-haired talking fairy.
What? So the address is Paimon?
Yeah, exactly, right? And if I failed to deliver the letter, I'd have been bound by regulation to compensate. Really, he got me good. I count myself very lucky that I ran into you here. Of course, here it is.
Come on! Paimon wants to have a look too! Kaya, huh? So he's here in Sumeru. Now that Paimon thinks about it, Crafty does this. From what he wrote in the letter, it looks like he didn't think there was much chance of it reaching us. Or maybe he's just being sneaky. Do you think he's making this sound like a miracle of fate so that we'd have to go meet up with him? Yeah, you're right. It's always... The letter says that he hangs out at Jafar Tavern every afternoon. Kaya should be at Jafar Tavern right now. Let's go see him.
I'll have something I haven't tried yet, boss.
Sorry, sir. I'm afraid you've already tried every type of liquor we serve.
Oh? Well then, just the bill, please. That's just as well, I suppose. I do...
Kaya, you're really here! Paimon half thought you were playing some sort of prank on us.
Hey, Paimon, traveler. Looks like the gods smile upon me after all. And come now, I wouldn't joke about wanting to see my good friends.
Wait a second. You must be here on official business, right? What do you think you're doing, spending every afternoon drinking at the tavern? You would...
Not at all. The acting Grand Master positively terrifies me. Why would I ever do anything that might displease her? The truth is, I'm in Sumeru to learn about the alcohol industry here. So despite how it might look, I'm actually at Jafar Tavern for strictly business purposes. Sumeru's spices are famous the world over, and it's long been rumored that this fine establishment was where a certain very popular spiced cup. That's why the knights sent me, their foremost expert in alcoholic beverages, to come and see if it is as good as the rumors say.
And? How did that go?
So far, so good. I'm already in talks with some spice merchants in Port Ormos about...
Yeah, that does sound like a great business opportunity. Guess Don Winery and Master D-Luke are gonna make...
Well, let's not get ahead of ourselves. Whether this lucrative opportunity gets passed along to Don Winery or not...
Hey! Using your job to settle personal grievances isn't very knightly, Captain!
Oh? What makes you say that? Very sharp of you. I wouldn't say I'm familiar, though. I just came here on the sly once, when I was...
And? Do continue.
Do I have to? When I said we could talk about the old times, digging up my... Well, all right, since you're so interested. Like I said, I was very young then. Dawn Winery had I overheard my adoptive father talk about sending a team of merchants to Sumeru during a business meeting. I'm sure you'll agree that everyone's curious about their roots on some level. And my roots? They're in Conria, which is said to have been located deep underground, somewhere. And so I stowed myself away amidst the cargo and silently joined the merchant delegation on their trip to Sumeru. But it wasn't long before the merchant delegation received news that I'd gone missing. Their leader promptly found me, and before I knew it, my adoptive father was dragging me back home by the ear. It was a short-lived adventure. Sorry I don't have a more thrilling story for you. Honestly, not much. The only reason I knew that Conria was near Sumeru is because I happened to read that in a book when I was young. My life had less and less to do with Conria as I grew up, and so I started caring less as well. I used to believe that I had inherited some sort of duty from my father. But then I began to wonder. Maybe my father left me in the peaceful land of Mondstadt for no other reason than a happy life sounds good to me, of course. Even if it means being cut off, this is obviously all speculation. Simply put, I'm afraid these days, my surname, Alberich, is probably the only link to Conria that I—
One death afternoon, please, boss. Tell me, what do you know about the significance of that name, Alberich?
Dεяcnσs?
Ah, you've decided to join us. I was wondering how long you planned on listening in. I believe I've seen you before.
So you remember me. Then we are already acquainted, Kaya Alberich, descendant of the Abyss Order's founder.
Huh?
What?
I take it that you weren't aware of this until now, Kaya. Or you wouldn't have been so forthcoming with your surname.
Oh my. That's quite a lot of baggage for a surname, isn't it? Though I must say—
I'm surprised that you take me at my word without the faintest hint of skepticism.
Well, perhaps what you told me just happens to answer some questions I carry in my memories. And in any case, you're a pure-blood Conrian, aren't you?
Very clever. Forgive me for being direct, but I sincerely hope this new knowledge doesn't change anything. If you've all—
Kaya, you're not involved with the Abyss Order in any way, are you?
Hey, hold on now. This conversation has taken a rather sudden turn for the deadly serious. And I'm afraid that is— So what if I know my ancestry? Do I strike you as the type who would be bound by that kind of thing? Relax. I'll be just as delighted to hunt down the Abyss Order tomorrow as I have always been. Either way, looks like we're out of time. I've got a spice merchant to meet in a minute.
Well, alright then.
See you around. And Dainsleif, no need to listen in from the sidelines next time we meet. Let me buy you a drink.
You don't really trust him, do you, Dane? You're both from Conria.
The fact is, I still do not know him well. It would be meaningless for me to— But can a person truly be unaffected by their ancestry? Well, I suspect that they call your sister their princess, precisely because—
Oh, so if she was the founder, she'd be the queen.
I mean to investigate the Loom of Fate. Do you remember that name?
Yeah, the Abyss Order's evil plan. We learned about that back—
Not new. Not exactly. My memories suffer from erosion. Your sister, she mentioned the Loom of Fate back when we traveled together. Apparently so. I was also quite surprised when these memories tallied up.
So, you're going to the place that she mentioned back then?
Correct. At that time, they must have been introduced in one way or another to this concept. If I recall correctly—
Well, what are we waiting for? Let's go! Maybe we'll discover some secret that—
No. Now is not the time. No, I'm still waiting for my drink.
Serious?
Wait. This place, it's...
What about it? It looks pretty normal to Paimon.
Yes. The forest has barely changed from how I remember it. Let's search the area and see what we can find.
Is this a field? It must belong to whoever owns that house over there. But it looks like it's been abandoned for a long time. It's an extinguished bonfire. Looks like it's been ages since it was last lit. And clearly they put it out carefully to prevent a forest fire, too. That's responsible.
Nothing else stands out in this area.
Wait, we're just gonna go barging...
Unlikely. There are no signs of life in this area.
If you say so... So there really isn't anyone home. Hey, look! It's a bull! Guess whoever used to live here liked to...
Can't you smell it? There's a heavy scent of
Oh, so it's a medicine ball? This bed looks pretty ordinary. What sort of person would want to live here? It's so dark and damp. There's a box over here. Why don't we open it? And by we, Paimon means you. Paimon's just scared. Huh? It's broken too. Was this a makeup box? That's kinda disappointing. Doesn't look like there's anything else worth our attention here.
My memories are quite foggy, but my subconscious and instincts both assert that But we'll exhaust ourselves if we search aimlessly.
Noises? Is it...
It's not much. Just some minor adversaries.
Monsters? Wow! Dave's ears are sharp, just like his nose! He's in surprisingly good shape for a 500-year-old. Although for someone who's as full of surprises as Jane, it's hardly a big deal. Anyway, let's beat up these monsters!
I doubt that the appearance of those monsters was wholly random. A ley line anomaly, perhaps. Okay. I'll go slightly further out.
What? You're going alone?
Your suspicions are as banal as they are, not to mention that if even forest rangers are...
Fair enough. Guess we'll just keep... Good thing there's a fireplace over there. Let's make ourselves something to eat. All this running around has made Paimon real hungry. Huh? Your cooking is as good as ever. Even if there was no other reason, the food alone would be enough for Paimon to stick with you. Changing the subject, Dane's taking forever. He said that there might... We came together, but now it's back to just being the two of us again. You know, now that Paimon mentions it, we really have spent so... Don't take this the wrong way or anything, but... Do you... Oh, you stop it! Now you're embarrassing, Paimon. So, next question. Don't know if it's a... The... stars? Wow. bonds. Being separated without even knowing the reason why. But we'll find the truth together. Sure as Paimon's your guide. Just you wait, heavenly principles. And you too, Teyvat! You know what? We've talked too long about this sad stuff. Let's talk about something. All right. It's getting dark, so why don't you rest? Paimon will take first watch. Don't worry. Oh, come on! Don't say that! Paimon just wants to look after you for once. Nighty-night.
Hey, time to wake up. The sun has risen. What a deep sleeper. You do know that we... Tear stains. You dreamed... All right. Rest here a bit longer then.
Halt! What do you think? This place is not whatever you think it is, nor your travel companion. You mean the one that was keeping watch? Your companion departed for the forest early this morning. What business is that of yours, All you... Do I make myself quite clear? Leave! Well? What are you waiting for? I've been observing you, and still, I'm warning you, no funny. Okay, fine, whatever. You... Oh, go on then. Have it your way. I knew I wasn't going to be able to hide this anyway. But no overreacting to anything you see in here, okay? Come on then.
Today's the day. Let's go meet up with Sucrose.
Mind your own business. And how could he be? He was too young for anything like that. So don't you lay a finger on him. Just find yourself a corner to rest if you're tired. Huh? You know Conria? Who are you? Exactly? And how... Do you worship a god, traveler? Sounds like you've had an eventful life. All right. I apologize for my earlier hostility, but you must understand, and all who place faith in the gods are... That may be. But the fact is that chances to talk to people like yourself have been... this wretched curse of immortality. The curse. It was a little gift. We lost our home, our loved ones, everything. The agony of all we can do is watch helplessly as our souls erode in because
Although Conria began with a single bloodline, it was any who forsook their gods and came to Conria were welcomed as our... When the cataclysm came, we pure-blood Conrians were declared the greater sinner. But those whose ancestry belonged to the domains of other gods were punished with the curse of the wilderness as they fled. He is Cariberto, my illegitimate son. How times have changed. I can say that out loud with no consequence now, but I was a noble of Conria. I resented the life that my family had arranged for me. Then, one day, I met a beautiful woman amongst the people. Cariberto faced great hardship from the very moment of his birth. All due to... After all that, he turned into a hilly troll right before my very eyes. I always owed him much, and now at least I can finally be close to him. She was... We were separated. I do not wish to dwell on it. It could be worse. I suffer the pain of loss because I once had everything I could wish for. And now that I have lost almost everything, if nothing else, at least I still have Cariberto. Yes, that reminds me. I only returned here to check on... Over here. I'm sure you're wondering why I brought Cariberto here. Well, it's because he needs a medicine. That one which will help him to recover his... I do not hope to break the curse. I am well aware of... But it is said that this medicine is imbued with the power. I believe that it might just work. I read about it in a book. In my youth, I disliked the life of nobility and craved The gods have already punished us. What does one... Never mind. As long as you understand. As it happens, I am in dire need of some help to make... My hands don't have the dexterity they once did. Okay. Just... Also, do you have any, of Sumeru's regional specialties on hand? Oh, wonderful! This is the method. Without your thank... Is it done? In all honesty, I do not know. Well, the moment has finally arrived. No! I said before that this medicine relies on... Which means... we must pay a visit to a statue of the Seven. Let's go. you. God of wisdom, I will utter no. You and your kind destroyed my home. Rot. You cannot mock me, God of wisdom. I seek not to disavow myself, my son. Caribert. He was turned into a monster before he had the chance to wit. If everything the gods have done was in order to have the impious people of Conria bow their head, then I bow to. I have. All I ask is for a tiny miracle. For Caribert to see this world. Please, God! I have. Caribert? We've prepared the medicine. Caribert, it's me. It's your father. Caribert. Caribert. I'm sorry I couldn't be at your side when you were born. But I'm here now. Papa's been by your side all these years. Are you still angry with me, Caribert? I know you're awake now. Do you not want to talk to me? I'm so sorry, Caribert. Forgive me. Please. Please. Oh, gods above. What more do you... You took everything from here, and I'd give you my very life if only you cared to take it! I knew it. The gods of this world have never stood with humanity, not even for a moment. Other reasons. What do you mean? Huh. You really think so? Give up? No, never. And yes, you're right. I cannot let myself wallow in despair. Even if I must stay here with him for 50 years, 100, what difference does it make? Let's go. We'll make the most crucial ingredient in this medicine is the unusual mushroom, which I grow them in that field. The details don't matter, right? Curb, there is a waterfall near the statue I prayed at. I need you to collect some water from there around... I'll be here, watching Caribert. Want you... Good. Then... You're back. Caribert's condition is stable. By which I mean he still isn't responding. Anyway, Give me the water. I need you to stand guard here for a while. Whatever you do, don't... good.
There is no escape! Illusion shattered! Now you shall perish!
What happened? Was it monsters? Oh, thank goodness you were here. I couldn't have taken them on all by myself. I'd have to... Oh, yes, I've got the fertilizer. The effects can take some time to kick in, so let's get on with it. Next, we pick the mushrooms and repeat the same steps as before to make another dose. I trust you still remember the method.